Inside you, so won't you wake up now and see? Don't hide away the things you're feeling. Unlock your mind and lose the key. There's a universe inside you. You should never have to hide. I can see the stars inside you. Please just open up your eyes. There's a universe inside you. Inside. Inside you, so much more than people know. I've seen you fighting your emotion. I hope you stay and won't let go. There's a universe inside you, so much love to leave behind. Stop the path of devastation. You should live for all the highs. inside you. Why are you pushing it away? Leave behind your own deception and learn to live another day. There's a universe inside you, your galaxy of happiness. I just wanna help you find it. We'll explore in baby steps. There's a universe inside you. You've gotta give it room to breathe. So let the universe excite you, 'cause that's the way it's meant to be. We show up in the party, fire than everybody.
We show up in the party, fire than everybody.
We show up in the party, fire than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
Watching it end again and again. I feel it in waves, you follow me. Drifting to places I should leave. So close to the edge of something so perfect. We were too scared to take the leap. I'm missing the way we used to be. Let me go. Left me in this mess I'm falling. Never know. Can't find a reason why. Can't get any closer. Can't find a reason why. Can't get any closer.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another AFR broadcast. This time we're bringing you Tier 2 here at Spa. We just finished up with the Tier 1 race, and that was pretty good. Revo taking that win in stride, but a couple of good battles there in the midsection as usual. I am Kunai Zero. I will be bringing you tonight's race. And with me is Band. He will be back in just a second. We're just trying to get an update on weather for you guys, as we have a couple of the drivers coming out of their pit garage now in preparation for the race. I think I hear Band.
Yes, I'm back.
There
So the forecast is dry or overcast, so looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward.
Awesome. Okay, so it means we should be in for a cracker of a race. Let's have a quick update on the standings so far. So as of Hungary last week, Coach is in first. He's got 215 points, and T-Mac is close behind him with 152. Now, T-Mac's been putting up quite a pretty good results sheet. He's been performing amazingly ever since France. He's gone second, first, and then third in Germany, and unfortunately hit with fifth in Hungary. So hopefully we'll see a better result from him today. Coach is absolutely smashing it out there. He's on, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins so far. And Combat Rat close behind him with 108 points. Close behind T-Mac, I should say, with 108 points in third. So hopefully we'll see some shake-ups. I'd guess that Coach is probably the safe bet for the win, but I don't know. We'll see if anything changes up. Band, what do you think? What's your thoughts about?
Well, I mean, I think you're going to have your usuals up the front. Coach, T-Mac, Red Panda, potentially going to be up there. And you can never count out the Mercedes either. I think they're going to be pretty strong. As long as they have a clean race and stay out of trouble, I think they should be all right.
Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, this Spa's a great track. It's nice and fast. It's nice and long. So it's one of those things where anything can happen. The Camel Straight, as we saw in Tier 1, absolutely insane in terms of DRS advantage. I mean, you could be 8/10 behind the guy in front and catch him by the end of that straight. So it's one of those things where you keep close enough. And we had, I think, for the first 7 laps, we had literally leapfrog between Revo and Seb. It was just every single lap they were overtaking each other just from that Camel Straight.
Yeah, it was. You could see the train, and it was very close for a long time. So
at one, we commented on one stage. There were 5 of you. You happened to go out a little bit wide, and when you rejoined, people were this was coming down just around La Source, coming down into the downward section into El Rouge, and Bull and Rocky ended up side by side with you. He ended up moving over so far to the right, he clipped his wing, and then it was you, him, I believe it was. Oh, now I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was Wahid in there somewhere. There were 5 of you so close together going through. Then you went down the Camel Straight. Everyone kept in, and then you went through that first part of Malmedy. I think it is coming down into Malmedy, and everyone was like bumper to bumper. It was awesome, wing to tail the entire way down. So hopefully we can see some more of that. Tier 2 tends to be a little bit closer, but we'll see how that pans out. As Coach is getting ready to set his first flying lap, coming through Sector 3 now.
It's looked like a pretty clean lap so far.
Yeah, it's not bad. 137 as he comes around this final part of the bus stop chicane. Let's have a look. He will cross the line with a 143.9 on the soft tyre, so that will sit him in pole for now.
We've lost Zudix. I'm not sure what's happened there, whether he's retired or if he's actually lost it on the track. Sector 2, so possible.
Sector 2, let's have a look. Williams, he was off on there, so it does look like it was an accident. I have to have see if I can get it better. Yeah, so he was out in the double gosh, which is, yeah, okay, so yeah, it looks like he has crashed out.
That's unfortunate.
Down into there. All right, so a couple more updates. So Shrimp has gone past with a 144.3, putting him in second. T-Mac with a 144.5 to take up that third position. Matt with a 145.1. And Red Panda and Impulse, both with 145.2 and 4 respectively. And we're still waiting on others to make up their laps as CK80 is coming across now into the bus stop chicane. But C Carrot comes with a 147.4, so improvements all around as we have 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the session. CK80 with a 147.4.
There's some quick times, by the way.
Yeah.
They would have been good enough for top 10 in Tier 1, so...
I think the fastest... So Revo did a 142, and then behind him was a 143.4.
Yeah.
143.3. So yeah, these are really good times, yeah. Memphis on his outlap, caught up behind his teammate there. Got a yellow flag.
Oh no!
Oh, Memphis
There goes a wing.
collided with his teammate.
No, he lost it. He went out on the grass.
He went out on the grass. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
From the angle I was looking at, I thought he'd collided with the back of combat, but no. So he's going to have to pit in. Luckily, 10 minutes to go, so he'll be able to get that fixed up, I'm sure. Red Panda with a 5-second grid penalty for illegal blocking. Now, that must have been the yellow flag that came up for Sector 1. For Sector 3 right at the end there. It was a long procession of cars coming into the pit stop chicane, and I think Red Panda's caught the brunt of it.
He will not be happy.
No, I wouldn't be either. Alright, so 2 cars on track right now, CK80 and C-Carrot. C-Carrot's putting along. I think he's just trying to figure out some space maybe. Not sure. Is CK80 coming into the pits? Yes, he is. Yeah.
C-Carrot's had fuel.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. Bit of a chaotic session. Mercedes tripping over themselves. Zudik's losing it.
Oh, man. Okay.
CK80 confirming a full-time drive in the racing point.
Awesome. So he'll be taking over my old position.
He will indeed.
So hopefully he'll be able to do a lot better than I did. Okay, so let's have a look. C-Carrot goes into the pits. Coach is the first one out. He's coming down into just past the Camel Straight. Into Les Combes. Down through Melmedi. So we'll jump on board with him once he gets to the end of his flying lap. Sector 1, Sector 2, yellow flag. The Ferrari of Red Panda. Or Impulse, it looked like. Run off a little bit there. Okay. 8 minutes left on our clock. Coach is making his way through first part of Sector 3 now. So currently sitting on pole with a 143.9. We'll see if he can improve it. Looks like the whole grid on soft except for Matt, who's running mediums, and Skins, who's running the hard compound.
That's an unusual strategy.
That is really unusual. Not sure where he's going with that, but we will see. Zudix, FYI, I had some terminal damage. A wall will do that. Yes, it does. Okay, so jumping on board with coaches, he comes across the line to start his flying lap. Let's have a look how it goes. In through La Source, down through the gears, using the curb as much as possible as he comes down into the downward section into Eau Rouge, up through Radion. 8th gear, 317, lifts a little bit, but that's okay. Into the DRS section of Kemmel to prepare for the Kemmel Straight. Now, he'll probably hit somewhere around 338 kilometers an hour as he comes into Les Combes. And left into Malmedy. Nice maintaining the speed there. So it goes into Sector 2 now. Down through the gears. Trying to maintain momentum. But you also don't want to have a lock-up, as this part of the course can be a little bit slippery. Got the racing point there on Sector 3. On off, it seems like. So down through the double gauche coach. Nice line, holding it there. Up through 8th gear. So he will be coming into the end of Sector 2 soon. We'll have a look what his time is like. Comes around Stavlot now, passes the sector, and he's up on his time by 0.3. So an absolute flying lap here. Now will he hold it flat through the Blanchimont? There we go. Nice and easy for the Renault driver up through to the 100-metre board of the bus stop chicane.
He's gone a little bit deep there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to cost him a little bit, but he's still up, and it looks like he's crossed the line with a 1/10 improvement, so a 1:43.7. So not a crazy improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. As T-Mac just comes across with 1:43.72. So he is up by 0.05 of a second.
See that little mistake into that chicane at the end there?
Yes, it looks like that was the key. Shrimp is there with a 1:43.8. I'm still waiting on Skins and Combat to set their times.
And just a bit of info, I think our qualifying clock is a little bit out of sync with what the guys have got, so we may have like an extra minute of qualifying.
Oh, okay.
Roughly.
Fair enough. So Combat Rat came across there with a 1:45.1 as his teammate is coming through the DRS zone now, and he crosses with a 1:46.0, but of course he is on the hard compound, so it's understandable why there's such a gap. I'm not sure why he's chosen to do this, but each to their own, so we'll see how that all pans out. Sea Carrot coming through the end of Sector 3 now, flying as he makes his way down to that bus stop chicane. We'll have a look if there's any form of improvement. 1:47. I'm sure he'll be able to get something. There's a flag there. Let's have a look. He crosses the line now with a 1:45.5, which puts him up into 8th. Jeez, look at T-Mac right up on the back of coach here. These guys pulling into the pits or going for another? No, they're out. So T-Mac currently on pole. Yes, I think Shrimp's going to pull into the pits as well. Yes, indeed. Matt's going in. Yep, majority of them all going in.
Yeah, I think they've all done their one lap now, so they will head back in, and be interesting to see what Skins does.
Yeah.
Is he going to go for the medium? Because generally speaking, if you go out on the hard first, you're getting your eye in for a medium run. So, be interesting to see what he does.
Well, he's still coming across the line, so let's see if he's improved at all. And he does by 0.5. So that's put him up to 1:45.4. That's in 8th position. CK80 is coming around just into Sector 3 now. He is 1 second ahead of his current time, which will put him a couple of positions up at least. We'll have a look at how it pans out. It's just moving through Blanchimont now. Full steam ahead up to the bus stop chicane. He'll come across with a 1:46.0. That's put him up into... Well, that's left him in 10th, actually.
Just close the gap.
So it has closed the gap a little bit. We'll have
Still
to track... Yeah, we'll still have to track his performance throughout the season, as he's now performed as a full-time driver. Only other car on track so far is Skins.
Fair bit of action in pit lane at the moment. They're all starting to exit the pits.
So So it looks like everyone going out for another fast lap. Chicken's going out a little bit wide. Alright, so let's have a look at this.
I don't know if Skins is going to have enough time to get another lap in, to be honest.
I think he's just hit the fuel lock there. That's for sure. Yep, that's what's happened. We've got T-Mac pulling over. Or it looks like Coach. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, so let us jump on board with T-Mac, as he and Coach will of course go out for one more lap. Having all that ERS saved up. Looks like the racing point of CK80 is going much slower as well. He's going to let coming up in the sector 3. I think he's run out of fuel.
Yeah.
In my guess. Let's have a look. Yeah. That's what he's done. So it looks like Shrimp is coming up to the back of him.
He's going to have to start on those tyres as well because he's in 10th place and can't go any lower.
Ooh, greetings from Switzerland. We have a guy watching from Switzerland. Hello. I don't know how to say your name. Vai. We'll go with that. But thank you. That's awesome. Reaching an international audience. Hopefully, I can get bigger and bigger. We'll love to entertain here. Looks like one of the Mercedes has also run out of fuel. There'll be combat out there. No, he's just slowing down. That's okay.
Coach and T-Mac starting their laps.
Alright, so I'm going to jump on with Coach, and we'll have to swap back and forth as they complete each sector. So, here we go. Last remaining flying lap of the session. As everyone's coming across the line now, Coach, full speed. You're using a lot of the track. It's the DRS zone of the camel straight. So as you exit, that is the end of sector 1. Let's have a look. He will be up, yes, by 1/10. So up to T-Mac now. I'll have a look at him. He crosses the line and he's up by 200ths. So right now, Coach in the lead.
Remember, Coach made that mistake in his other fastest lap, so he's already up on that fast time, so
That's exactly
could
right.
be a very good lap here.
He should see a great lap here as he comes through double gauche. Can he hold the momentum? Uses the track nicely. Doesn't hit the inside curb, so he keeps that nice line. Rides 7th gear out completely. Doesn't shift up. Using a lot of the green. Alright, so he'll be coming through sector 2 anytime now. He's still up by 1/10. T-Mac just behind him. He'll be through sector 2, so let's have a look. And now he's up by 1/10, so they are pretty neck and neck so far. Okay, here we go. Bus stop chicane. Coach seems to take a bit better line. Looks like he's got more speed. Hits the DRS zone. What will he cross? Crosses with a 1:43.4, so that has put him in pole. But T-Mac's now coming through. Will he improve? Will he stay? Oh, 1:43.5. So Coach managed to squeeze an extra 10th on the time, and that will give him pole, and T-Mac will have to start from the 2nd position on the grid.
I think Red Panda's still on the lap here.
And he was up by 5/10, if the timing is correct. Here we go. Red Panda completely out of ERS. No more left to give. 43.7. And that puts him up into 3rd place. Great drive from the Ferrari. There we are. So, looks like C Carrot. And goes into the pits. Looks like it's a bin lap. Oh. Okay, so it looks like your grid position will be Coach in pole with a 1:43.4, T-Mac alongside with a 1:43.5, Red Panda with that great last lap to put him into 3rd.
I believe I did mention him before we got going. Just putting that out there.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, but he does have that 5-place penalty.
He does.
Oh,
So, I mean, great drive, but it's put him down to 7th now. Oh, 8th, sorry. So, and there it is. Memphis Skins with the hard time. Whatever. We'll see how it pans out. I'm not sure what's going on.
oh no. Oh dear. This will be interesting. I'm not sure how those hard tyres are going to work out for him, to be honest.
Yeah, we will have to have a look. Revo, I think he used the exact same gears as me. Yeah. Maybe he took some notes. Everybody's got to take notes from you, Revo. For you to win with like a 15-second gap, mate. Ooh. Overcast?
Yeah, they said overcast, but
Okay.
that's how it's meant to stay. But
All right.
who knows?
So that will, of course, affect the air temperature. And, of course, cooler air is better for the cars. And that will also affect track temperature. So we'll see how that all translates. It shouldn't be too much of a drastic difference, but we will have a look as everyone is preparing on the grid. We're just waiting for the drivers to finalise their setups, their race strategies. And we should be able to kick it off with the formation lap anytime now.
Combat's telling me they've got to restart.
Oh.
Coach has dropped out.
Well, not a good start for the pole sitter.
So I'll be back in a moment.
Not a problem. So band will go and sort out those guys. It should be an L, but it didn't work. Oh, right. Okay, so it's meant to be Vale. Gotcha. Yes, Zudix, I have been informed. It looks like Coach didn't make it into the join, so we will have to... Looks like we will have to restart. I wonder if at any point during the season we're going to get a race where everything goes okay. Just doesn't seem to happen. You might be trying a formation lap. Yeah. Here we are, everyone's leaving the session, so we've just got to wait for the restart. Hopefully we won't be too long.
Faded in this dark and smoky room. Way out, face reflecting bright green, brights and blues. You know I kinda want to disappear with you, but I don't think that is what I would usually do. You know it's just like I felt the heat the moment he pressed his lips up against mine. Don't wanna fuck this whole thing up like I do every time. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I'll fire in my heart, yeah.
control this flame we started. You know I'll fire in my heart, yeah. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I'll fire in my heart, yeah.
You just walk right out the door. Don't wanna do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave and by the time it's done I'll be gone. You're so distant when you're home, always hanging by your phone.
The original Spa de Francorchamps was one of the fastest tracks in Europe and has a reputation for being dangerous, with most of the corners being taken at more than
Alright, so we are back. Looks like the lobby has started okay. Everyone seems to be in.
concentration which, if broken, could have
For now, we're just waiting on the rest of the grid to ready up.
The first Belgian Grand Prix was held in 1925 and was designated the European Grand Prix 6 times between 1925 and 1973, when this title was an honorary award given each year to one Grand Prix circuit in Europe. In 2018, Turn 11 was named after the famous Belgian racing driver, Jackie Hicks. This was previously known as Speaker's Corner, as it was the first corner that the speaker or commentator could see the cars after they reappeared from the forest, exiting radio line, allowing them to see who is in
Alright, so we've got 11 people. Yep, matches all up.
the public road and
Hopefully everything is okay now.
poles and other obstacles located right next to the track. This is because in the 1970s there were no safety modifications made to the track. Spa-Francorchamps is known for its unpredictable weather. At one stage it rained at the Belgian Grand Prix for 20 years in a row. However, in 1985, when new asphalt was laid specifically to help in rainy conditions, the hot weather at the time caused the track surface to break and the race had to be postponed.
Ooh, we're gonna have Issue again. Come on, man. Can't wait for someone to cause a turn 1 accident. Yeah, probably. Knowing how gung-ho some of these T2 drivers are. And also, I mean, last source is one of those corners where, you know, I mean, we saw it this year. Max Verstappen goes up on the inside of Kimi Raikkonen, ends up collecting his front wheel with the rear tyre, and it ended up his race. Went off at coming up through Radion. So, yeah, we might see some craziness happen for Tier 1. I think we'll have a, sorry, for Turn 1, I should say. I think we'll have a, pretty sure formation lap is on.
It is on.
Awesome. Checking there, so. There we go. Alright, let's get ourselves set up here. Everybody is in. We have our 11 on the grid. And as expected, those are your tyres. It looks like Skins is starting on the hard tyre. See how he makes up there. He's up in 8th.
He did question it as his plan was because these other guys would be on used softs, but unfortunately, you got to start on the same tyre. So,
oh, that makes so much sense. He would have started on the hard compound. Everyone would have had to have been on the worn compound, but because of the restart.
I don't know if the hard tyre is really that good around here. I mean, to be fair, I didn't do much practice, so.
Yeah, look, I'm not the person to ask because I'm not the skilled driver, but I wouldn't use hards. Look, it's a safe
especially
bet.
when the soft medium is like a pretty straightforward strategy.
Yeah, that's right. Like I would. This is what I did when I was racing. Okay, I would watch the Tier 1 race, see what most people were doing, and then just take a stab at that. Not a single person used hards.
Yeah.
So it's just not something that I'd think like. Look, if you were doing a full length race, if you were doing 100%, maybe that could be a good option. But
yeah,
you know, on a track like this, I don't know. It's hard compound seems too hard. Like it's.
Yeah. You're just not going to make up that ground, especially when the soft tyre starts to fall off.
Okay, so coming up to the end of the formation lap now. Revo reckons there's going to be a turn 1 accident. I'm almost inclined to agree. I know that some of these T2 guys can be pretty gung-ho. So it'll be interesting to see how Apollo Pepsi reckons turn 2. Okay, so just so everyone is aware, turn 2 is Eau Rouge. So that's another one of those obvious parts.
That's Radian actually, but no.
No, fuck you. Turn 2 is Eau Rouge. Radion
Yes,
is the
yes,
top
it is.
section, so I've watched that video as well. Okay, so here we go. 5 red lights. We're just waiting for them to turn off so everybody can go, and there it is. Everybody's off the start. It's a bit of a lag start for me, but that's okay. Smoke going everywhere as people come up into turn 1. Let's have a look. God, there's bumping already. It looks pretty clean. I don't see anybody with major damage. Nobody seems to hit each other, and that's okay. So everyone's moving down into Eau Rouge. Coach away with a 0.4 gap as Red Panda overtakes T-Mac there at the start.
Oh, we got somebody
Got
out.
a yellow flag. It's one of the McLarens. It's Matt. He's off into the wall. So he'll have to catch up.
Lucky he's still in the race, to be honest. He hit that wall very hard.
Okay, so right now,
CK80 up into 7th place.
not bad from the Racing Point driver.
Oh, C carrot. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's where the close battles are happening. Let's actually jump back with him. So he goes out a little bit wide. Combat Rat right behind him. Zudix as well. Really making their way. Matt now 7 seconds behind. Unfortunate to see. Carrot goes a little bit wide. Combat might actually capitalise on this.
C carrot's got some damage after some contact with CK80.
Oh my god, Combat just left the session. Okay. Try and see if we can get an update here on C-Carrot as the broadcast cam needs to change. Yes, he's missing an end plate. That might be affecting his handling. So everyone's coming through the end now. Coach hitting that bus stop chicane. And that will be the completion of lap 1. So only one really major fault there, and that was from Matt. As coach sets the fastest lap. Alright, so let's have a look at some of these gaps. Shrimp here, very, very close. Impulse close to him as well. Let's jump on board with Impulse. Let's see if we can have an in-depth as they come through. Eau Rouge, very, very close gaps here. T-Mac, really, really close to Red Panda. Still no DRS, so it's going to have to be tow or nothing. God, look at this. They're all creeping up on each other. Shrimp is exceptionally close. That's very, very good. Oh, and we see some off. Red Panda's lost a couple of positions. Looks like his teammate might actually overtake him as well. Unlucky there for Red Panda. So T-Mac and Shrimp capitalise on that. They move forward. Red Panda slots just in front of his teammate there.
Skin's holding on to the back of the pack with these hard tyres.
I was just about to mention that. He is there. I mean, he's got a 1.4 second lead in front of CK80, and he's only 0.7 behind of Impulse. I mean,
he's just got to make sure he stays in the DRS, and it is lap 2, so this is the vulnerable part of his race. If he's going to salvage anything, he just needs to stay with these guys, and the race will come to him.
Alright, so we've got a pretty close train happening here. Coach sets another fastest lap. So let's have a look as the intervals come past. Shrimp, 0.4 behind T-Mac. Red Panda's 0.5 as well. Impulse, 1 second behind. And Skins is getting ever closer to the back of the Ferrari as well. So it is lap 3, which means DRS is now enabled as the grid make their way down into Eau Rouge. Coach has pulled his lead to 2.5 seconds. Wow, he's up and away with it. So not even DRS is going to help. As Shrimp's getting ever closer to T-Mac. Here he goes. Goes up on the inside as they come into let home. And he gets it. Good drive there from the McLaren. Sets himself up into second. So now T-Mac's on the back foot. Red Panda right behind. And Impulse has closed the gap as well. He's now at 0.7. And Skins just outside that 1 second there.
Well, this is where the pace is going to pick up a little bit. Possibly. Or it depends on how hard they want to fight. Because you don't want to lose too much time, especially the coach.
Look at T-Mac really pushing up as they come into the part of Sector 3 now. T-Mac's very, very close. Combat Rat right at the back there. He's close as well. Is he still on AI? Yes, he is. Okay. Let's jump on board as they move through Blanchimont.
Oh, Impulse right behind Red Panda here.
Two Ferraris battling it out, and it's only lap 3. Let's see how it works. Down through the bus stop chicane, down through the gears, keeping them nice and tidy. A good drive there. Red Panda, of course, on the medium tyre, so he's going for the longer stint. Shrimp sets the fastest lap with a 148.1, sorry. So Impulse will be on the shorter stint. Red Panda on the longer one. And here we go, all coming up through Eau Rouge now. I'm tempted. I'm going to jump on with T-Mac. He's going to have quite a gap to make. Coach still at 2.2.
It's only hard. 3/10. Come on, son.
Here we go.
He's going to have to.
So the DRS is enabled. They're coming up to the end of the Kemmel Straight now. He still hasn't caught him though, so Shrimp.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, what's that car powered with?
Renault versus Honda, apparently.
Yeah, that's nuts. Unfortunate for Matt there, who's dropped down by 25 seconds at the back. It's a great job here. So Coach, well in the lead, 2.3 seconds, nice and comfortable. Shrimp trying to chase that down as much as possible. T-Mac not letting go of that McLaren. And the two Ferraris keeping very close together. T-Mac's doing a great job of just trying to keep right on the back of this McLaren here. Shrimp doing his best to... Ooh! I say that just as T-Mac gets a little bit loose. Loses a bit of time there. Now he's at the 0.8 mark. Got to try and keep it underneath that one. DRS is everything when it comes to that camel straight. It is so strong. You get so much kph out of it. And Impulse managed to overtake his teammate at the back there. So that's put him in 4th. Red Panda on the back foot there in 5th. And T-Max extended it out. It's 9. So Shrimp doing pretty well here. Coach still 2.6 ahead. Sea Carrot has to go into the pits. Combat Rat game position. Here we go. So Impulse coming up through. Ratty on. What a cut. What a cut. He's going to have to watch that. Here comes the DRS. You can see it. T-Mac inching ever closer, but it's still not enough.
Just been noted by the stewards there.
It was
So,
was it Red Panda at Hungary that was doing the chicane? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
With the banter going on before in the voice chat about that. But Impulse has actually gotten past Red Panda and pulled a bit of a gap.
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, so the medium tyre, of course, is slower. But is it 1.6 slower?
I don't know if he is on the medium tyre. Because if you look at his car, he's on the softs. And he qualified on the softs, so he should have started on the softs.
So I'm going to assume what's happening to you is what happened to me last time. Because he's on yellow on my screen. So I think you've got a glitch on yours.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Because yes, it is coming up that it's saying Impulse.
His telemetry is telling me it's medium, but I'm viewing his car right now and he's on the softs.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So I think have a quick look there when he's turning corners and stuff. See if it flickers between yellow and... Because I had that the other time as well.
Solid red.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, okay. Well,
so I think the telemetry is wrong. Up the top left.
Alright, so the camera
Because there was discussion beforehand about it, so he should be on the soft tyre.
Okay. Well, we'll have a look. So T-Mac trying to catch up again. It's not going to work, but he is getting closer and closer each lap, so... Hopefully we will be able to make something of it as we hit lap 6. Of course, everyone still has to pit. Sea Carrot has done his, and he's on the hard tyre now, so he's going right to the end. Zudix also in the pits as well. Now T-Max made that gap on Impulse. Impulse is now about a second away. Red Panda still 1.6.
Interesting to see Sea Carrot go onto the hard tyre.
Yeah, so after that damage to his wing, it looks like since he had to pit and fix it, I think he's now going to try and do a full stint. See if he can go...
I reckon he can stretch those mediums another 2 laps. Well, we'll see.
Alright, so look at T-Mac as he's got an amazing tow as they come through the back straight of Sector 3. Straight, not straight. He's getting held up by the McLaren. This is good defensive. He's going to have no choice. The bus stop chicane is not somewhere where you really want to overtake. He goes way up on the outside, falls back in. Will he get the switch back? Does he have a better exit? 0.3 now the gap. Impulse trying his best to stay.
You really don't want to overtake into turn 1 because then you'll just get overtaken down the straight.
Yes, that is correct. The detection zones are key when it comes down into Eau Rouge. Here we go. Full Okay, here we go, DRS. He's definitely going to catch him now. And I'd like to point out that Coach's lead has come down from 2.6 to 1.3, so it has been halved. T-Mac gets the overtake. They're side by side now. There's almost contact there, but Shrimp manages to fall back in line. Impulse capitalizes on the little battle that's happened, and he's now closer as well. So you've got a pretty close train, 2 to 4. But T-Mac ultimately gets the advantage.
The gap to Coach back out to 2 seconds.
I'm telling you, man, the Camel Straight is insane. I mean, and the thing was that he must have just had a really bad entry into the corner, because Shrimp wouldn't have had DRS on it. So for him to be able to do that. But Coach driving really well so far to hold that 2-second lead, lap 7.
Skins only 1.3, so they're still holding with this lead group.
Impulse doing a great job there, keeping on the back of that McLaren. The Shrimp's getting ever closer to T-Mac. He's looking for a massive break, but he can't stop that car in time, and he's now off. It looks like Impulse is going to... Okay, that's a massive rejoin, but that's fine. Impulse manages to make up that gap as well, so T-Mac goes up in a second, Impulse in a third. Shrimp had a great idea, but the problem was you have to be able to stop. So the bus stop chicane, not a great place to do that. You have a great amount of runoff, so you're not going to cancel your race, but you are going to lose positions, and that's exactly what happened. And to boot, he's 1.6 seconds behind Impulse, which means he won't even get the DRS benefit of the Camel Straight, but Impulse will. So jumping on board with him, let's see if he can chase down T-Mac. 0.6 is quite a long gap, but the Camel Straight is the place to do it. We don't think he's going to be able to. He will slot right in behind, and that's okay. So Revo saying if Red Panda doesn't pit this lap or next, he's on mediums. Alright, well, we'll have to pay attention to that. Because of course Red Panda wouldn't want to pit early if he was in fact on the medium tyre.
Oh, got a McLaren into the wall, Shrimp. He's... I don't think he's got any damage, but he went sideways into the wall.
It must have been a very quick one, because no yellow flag was triggered, and that's also caused Red Panda to come up real close. And let's just not forget, Skins is 0.7 behind them as well. So the gap...
Yeah, it's all coming into Skins' hands.
Yeah, so the gap has now increased between Shrimp and Impulse. It's 1.8. I'd like to point out T-Mac has also done the same to Impulse. It's 1.1, so no DRS advantage for anyone here. Red Panda and Skins in the most prime position here, and Matt has managed to bring it down to 0.4 behind Sea Carrot, so an okay drive from the McLaren there.
He's going to have to pit again, though, because he went soft after that damage on lap 1.
Right, so Coach comes into the pits now. T-Mac into the pits as well. It looks like Impulse is staying out. Shrimp decides to stay out. So does Red Panda. Skins will do the same, of course. He's going for the ultra long stint. So we'll see how all this pans out, as Impulse is now your race leader.
Shrimp under a lot of pressure right now. He's had a couple of mistakes. He's going to need to keep his head, keep it on track.
Red Panda up into the Camel Straight. Here we go. He's going to go up onto the left side. Shrimp's going to have no choice but to let him through, but he might be able to defend on the inside of the corner. And it looks like he's trying to, but the Ferrari's got a little bit of an edge there. Half a car. Oh, but the McLaren on the inside now. Red Panda's still in the lead. And it looks like he's broken away. God, they're still side by side. Shrimp gets that. There's a little bit of contact there. And look at me. Skins. Skins takes it up. He's the one that comes in, collects everyone through. And that causes Red Panda. He had to go wide. Shrimp thought he had the position. And Skins was just like, excuse me, boys. Parts his way through. And he is now in second. I can't believe the guy on the hard compound is in second position. Skins with an absolute fantastic drive to pull this off.
Shrimp there a little bit over eager to try and keep that position. He went very deep into that corner.
T-Mac trying to overtake CK80 there. CK80 goes a little bit wide and T-Mac does make it work. There it is, 6th position for him as he's come out. Coach in 5th. So, of course, Coach and T-Mac now on the fresh mediums. They'll probably try to push those to the end.
Sea Carrot coming up behind Matt.
Impulse goes into the pits. Shrimp follows him in. Red Panda staying out, so yes, it does look like he is on the medium tyre. Sea Carrot trying his best to try and catch the McLaren and Matt. Not sure how well that's going to work out, but we'll see. So the gaps have increased themselves quite a bit. Skins in the lead by 3.8 seconds on the hard tyre. Coach is 8 seconds behind Red Panda, but of course, the pit still has to come into play, so we'll see how that works. T-Mac 1.8 behind, and Impulse 9 seconds. Sea Carrot trying to catch. Matt down there. Here we go. Into Al Rouge. He's going to have the DRS. Will it be enough, though? We're having to wrestle a little bit. Radion can be quite unsettling as you transfer onto the straight. Have to be very careful it doesn't shoot you or slingshot you right into the wall. Here we go. Out onto the outside of the left. Ooh, but it's not enough. He'll have to pull back, as Matt does keep the lead there in 9th.
This is really going to be costing Sea Carrot. He needs to get past if he's going to make this work.
Lap 10 we're on, so we've still got 12 laps to go. Sea Carrot trying very hard to do so, but Matt's doing a good job of holding him off.
Oh yeah, great defensive driving.
So Red Panda comes into the pit. Ooh! 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's going to hit him hard. Okay, so the real question is this. Can Skins hold on to that lead till the end of the race? He's got the tyres to do it, but will the penalty hit of the wear be enough? 10 seconds is the gap now between Skins and Coach. So we'll have to have a look. I mean, a part of me just wants him to win. I want to see him just absolutely thrash as Matt goes into the pits there. So Sea Carrot does make up that position. He now has to chase down Combat.
So Red Panda's put on the hard tyre.
Interesting.
I mean, maybe it is the right strategy. I'm not sure, but it just doesn't.
Revo, is he on meth? Well, don't know.
Maybe he genuinely was on the soft.
Well, why would you go from soft to hard?
Yeah, I don't know. None of it makes sense.
We'll have to ask him at the end, but we'll see. Okay, so quick update. Lap 11. Skins making his way up to the bus stop. It's been a pretty cleanish race so far, and I've got to say, hats off to you. You're making it work.
Well, if you're there, Revo, how long is the pit stop around here? How much time is he going to lose?
Pit stop length is around 18 seconds.
18 seconds.
On
So
Spa,
that'll
yeah.
put around just in front of Impulse, roughly.
T-Mac sets the fastest lap there with a 1:47.9. Yeah, sorry, River. The map that I'm using to keep track of everyone tells me the pit stop length for each track. Shrimp goes past with a 1:47.6. So he's now on board with the fastest lap. Now Coach has brought that down from a 10-second gap to a 9-second gap. As the gaps have now blown out quite a lot. 1 second is the closest, which is T-Mac. Jump on board with him for a bit. He's got to try and close up at least the 3 seconds so he can get into that DRS range. But it might be a bit hard to do.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds. I think it's going to be an interesting race for Skins, especially at the end.
Now, I don't think I can... Can't do it that way, but let's have a look. So...
1.2.
So, Skins will obviously pit onto the soft.
Well, you'd think, but
And so he'll have the speed advantage. But will it be enough? If a pit stop is 18 seconds, Coach is 9 seconds behind. That'll mean that he'll exit out somewhere between T-Mac and Impulse. So will he be able, and depending on the lap of course, so where will he finish? Will he have enough speed to take it back, or will he just end up on the last place in the podium?
well, these guys are going to be on warm mediums, so they're not going to be flying around. And I guess it's just how long can Skins, maximize those soft tires before they start to go off. My guess is he'll fall just short of T-Mac is my guess.
He'll have to do it soon because the gap is shrinking. Matt having to go way wide as he tries to get the overtake on Zudix. Here we go, coming up to the bus stop chicane. Zudix doing quite a decent defend. There's a little bit of bumping. Don't think there was any damage though. Matt's going to try and go for the inside. No, he'll stop. Slow. His teammate tried that and ended up in the runoff area.
It's all about that DRS, baby.
Okay, so 0.2 is the closest gap. Oh my god, is he going to attempt La Source? No, pulls back.
I'm sure Zudix is, left the door wide open. Go on, buddy. Go on through. But Matt knows better.
It's all about that. It's all tempting. Here we go. Al Rouge into Radion. Oh my god, it's unsettled the car. He's lucky to keep that straight. I honestly thought that was going to slingshot him. But he's into the Camel straight now. He's going to be side by side. He's going to overtake with absolutely no problems at all. All he's got to do now is keep it in front. He does have the fresher medium tyres, so it looks like he'll hold on to 10th. Oh, but he goes way wide on that corner. Ends up cutting the inside. All right. Jumping back up to 5th. Shrimp has managed to close down the gap to Impulse under that second mark, so he's going to now have an interesting shot. And I do have to point out, it is lap 14, and Skins' lead is getting shorter and shorter with every lap. So he's got to bite the bullet and change those tyres soon. And T-Mac has managed to bring it down as well. He's down into the 0.9. Does he have DRS? Yes, he does. He's in the detection zone, so he's going to have a bit of a boost coming down the Camel Straight. Let's have a look. What can he bring it down to? Down to 0.8, so he's got a really good close lead there as Shrimp's doing the same to Impulse. Now we're starting to see it heat up.
So if Skins doesn't pit soon, he's risking coming out behind Shrimp.
Gotta be this lap.
Yeah, he needs to pit this lap. Go anymore and you're going to be just, throwing away time. He's got full ERS. He's not using it. Like, why is it in 0? Just put it on low.
Not sure what's going on. I mean, he's got a plan. He's put himself in first. There's a little bit of a lead.
He put it in low.
He's listening.
He's listening.
He's coming over, listening to the broadcast through the same radio.
Like, even just a little... But he's not listening. He did not pit.
Here we go, looking at Shrimp. He's coming up on the inside of Impulse. He's going to get him before the bus stop chicane, but here's a little kink. This could go wrong. Nah, manages to make it work, and Impulse backs off just enough, so there's no contact. So Impulse now on the back foot, but he will have DRS coming into the next two zones. And Skins still out on track. What is he thinking? You have to do at least one change. You have to do one change. It's not like you
I
can
hope
try
he's
and
not
make it
waiting
to
for
the
a safety car or something like that.
Oh, would that not be the most hilarious thing ever?
Yeah, but the gap's only 5 seconds now. Like, and 17 seconds back to Shrimp. 18 to Impulse. You know, soon Red Panda's going to be coming into play.
The cliff is starting to hit hard on those tyres, so he's got to make it. He's got to bite the bullet soon, otherwise it's just going to completely run away from it. I think it already has. I think Coach has got this. I mean, 5 seconds to go. You got an 18-second.
Well, T-Mac's half a second behind him, so you know, Coach is in the box seat at the moment. But yeah, Memphis is, you know, driving himself out of this race.
T-Mac doing a wonderful job here. He's brought it down to 0.3 as they come into Sector 3. Here comes Skins. So Skins has just ticked over that Sector 3 there. God, the gap is closing. Skins is going to run. Let's see. So 5. So Skins will still exit ahead of Shrimp. No, he won't. He will come out behind Shrimp. Right now, as it stands, he will come out behind Shrimp.
Will he come out in front of Impulse? Does he pit? He doesn't pit. Oh, I do not understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Skins is doing.
Is there... No, it can't be, because it's set to overcast. I was thinking maybe there's rain coming. I don't know.
No. I think he's probably just lost it. I'm not sure what his plan was. We'll have to ask him later. Shrimp goes across with a 147.4, so he's now on the fastest lap points. Alright,
Yeah,
so...
surely that'll make him look up and go, what laps am I doing? And he realise that he's, you know, nearly 2 seconds off the pace.
It's T-Mac. Closer and closer as he gets to the end of that straight. Down through the gears. Alright, so he's closing up that gap. Now, this is a healthy gap for T-Mac to have, because right now he should be able to control it throughout the next couple of laps. We should see some pretty some tight racing from them too as it comes to the end.
Combat about to have a go at CK80 right on his gearbox going through a Rouge.
Here we go into the DRS zone. So he'll have no problems with the overtake. Oh, CK80 closing the door. Moving out of the way there once he realised. So Combat does get the position. Good drive from him. Puts him in 7th. Alright.
It's a good drive from CK80 here. Started a bit down, but he's you know, looking good for some points. Decent points.
Matt takes a 3-second time penalty there. Multiple warnings.
T-Mac 3/10.
Here we go. Through the bus stop chicane. He is as close as he can ever be. Memphis. Okay, so Skins in the pits. And I'm so... Oh my god, T-Mac, you're trying hard. Tried to do the Max Verstappen up to the inside of La Source, but it just wasn't close enough. And there it is. Skins is still out in the pits. Impulse has passed him as well. Oh, T-Mac going a little bit on the inside there as he comes into the straight. Use your DRS, mate. Use your DRS, mate. It's not on. Is it broken?
It could be broken.
Oh. No way.
I mean...
We'll have a look. We'll have to keep a monitor on it. Unfortunately, I can't see that on my end. But if it's broken, this is the worst time for that to happen.
At least it's not stuck open.
Yeah. Yeah, can you imagine that through Eau Rouge? You'd take flight.
Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to, like, I've always wanted so bad to see DRS open.
Get your hands on 2011 when you could do it whenever you wanted.
Yeah, no, I've just wanted to see that, but I've always wanted to see them do it in the rain, because I can't imagine the extreme fire hose levels of water that would shoot out the back of that little pocket. It'd be so intense. It'd be like I have to use all 8 layers of my face helmet because they've just been torn off. Alright, so T-Mac very, very close to the back of the Renault here. Skins makes the overtake on Impulse. It's lap 17 of 22. Skins only 1.7 behind Shrimp, but that means he's 12 seconds behind of the leaders. Well, will it work out for him? We'll have a look. Here we go. T-Mac coming down into Eau Rouge. Keep an eye out on the DRS.
You can tell T-Mac's been stuck behind Coach for a while because he's been trying to find that better exit out of the last corner.
No, the DRS is on, so he just didn't use it last time. And I'd like to point out Red Panda on the hard tyre just set the fastest lap as T-Mac goes right up on the outside. Will he get it, though? He's up in front, and he does. Great drive from him. So now it's up on Coach. Point to the gap.
First time this race that we've had a new race leader. Like, not including the pit stops.
Sorry, what was that? First time we've had...
A new race leader, not including, when Skins was
well, that's right, yeah. So the overtake, of course, Skins went up into the lead. Or so did Impulse, and that was with pits, though. So this is the first time someone has been overtaken for the lead. You are correct. Lap 18 of 22. So we're counting it down. 4 laps to go. So what's T-Mac? Is he going to try and hold on to it? Or is he going to try and bait Coach into an overtake so he can get him on the next lap? What's going on? I do want to point out Memphis is really closing the gap up on Shrimp. So it looks like third place was his gain. I say that as it extends. 1.3 now. Here we go. A great drive from the guys in first and second.
So T-Mac actually has got a little bit more ERS than Coach.
Here we go. Through the source. Let's have a look here. Memphis. Yep, there we go. 1:46.9. So at least he's got the fastest lap under his belt. Ooh, T-Mac taking that massive corner there. Here we go. Coach has got nothing but speed to make up. Will T-Mac make the defensive? Nope, he stays on the inside. Thinks he can defend the corner from there. I don't think so. I think this Renault's going to have it. There it goes. So now it looks like we're going to play leapfrog for the next 4 laps.
Get in front, turn everything down, get to the straights, turn it back up again.
Yep, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. The last 3 laps, I should say, are going to be quite hectic between the Renault and the Toro Rosso. So what's the idea here? Do you want to be behind on lap 22?
You want to be behind on lap 22 at the start of the lap. And then you want to get in front at the end of Camel Straight. In my opinion.
Right, but
and then you turn everything down through the middle sector, and then you save it all up for that final back straight.
I guess, but then what you're also finding is, depending on the time, like for example, let's have a look here now. 0.4 is the gap as they come in to Blancmont into the chicane. He comes around this corner here. Look, he's gaining 0.2.
Yep. Coach has turned off his ERS, whereas you'll save all that up through the middle sector. So that'll be your defensive mechanism. I mean, I probably shouldn't be saying too much, but
secrets from the master himself. Okay, so Coach makes. He's in front now, holding it. Point to the gap. T-Mac now behind him, of course. Through Eau Rouge. It's going to be a leapfrog again. But by how much? And will they be able to hold themselves through Eau Rouge properly? That one wasn't too bad. T-Mac keeping it a lot more straighter.
Coach is going to fight for this position.
Shrimp has just been overtaken. T-Mac gets the overtake as well. Let's have a look here. Both funneling in, so it's lap 20. So right now, if we have 2 more leapfrogs, that'll put T-Mac in front. So what's Coach want to do? And this is where the strategy comes into it. And we're going to see some 4D chess being played.
I mean, you could just kind of hold back a little bit, and then when you're confident you've got enough fuel in the ERS, you can just turn everything up and just push through to the end, and it's all mind games.
I do want to point out, though, this has been possibly the first T2 race without a crash. Every driver is still racing. I say that as there's a yellow flag, as the Ferrari. Maybe he went a little bit wide there. through Double Gosh. He's still on the track though. All right. So now we're going to prep in for lap 21. Strap yourself in, people. This is going to be to the wire. Here we go. Across the line. So and this is now lap 21. Coach is behind, but of course he will have the advantage as they come into the Camel Straight. T-Mac getting a little bit wobbly. Sector 2 yellow flag. It looks like there's been an issue with CK80. He's off on the track. He's going to rejoin. Nothing too serious though. Jump back on board with Coach. Okay, so he's going to have, now he's at 0.3. He's probably going to catch no problem. Another Sector 2. It looks like one of the McLarens, Matt's off the track as well. But Coach did not catch him. And I think...
0 ERS.
And I think he's done that on purpose because he realizes how powerful it is, and I think he's going to go for the lap 22 overtake. So T-Mac has got to really think about this strong. Let's have a look. He's at 68% right now. He's on 2 ERS. He's using it up. Coach is on full, just under. So
And
Coach,
barely using it.
that's right. So Coach can't let T-Mac get ahead too much. Otherwise, he'll lose his attempt at the Camel Straight. But he's also got to save up his ERS. T-Mac right now is balancing. He's using a lot of it. So I don't think he realizes this. But in his attempt to try and keep ahead on these sections, he's going to run out of ERS a lot faster.
So he's just put it up into overtake right now. Like, he's killing that battery now.
Yeah, and Coach is still 0.1. They're coming up into the pit stop. The bus stop. I think Coach has played the chess. Here we go. Is it checkmate? We're about to find out. Here we go. Lap 22 as T-Mac crosses the line to start it. And it's all or nothing. We're going to stay on board with Coach and see how it all pans out. T-Mac coming into La Source. He comes down into the end. Now, he has got to know that he's on 50%. Coach has saved up the entire bank, and he's going to smash it up. He's definitely going for the overtake on the Camel Straight, so all he's got to do is win that, and then he's got to hold it throughout the rest of the track. T-Mac's off the track! Oh! Oh!
I cannot believe what's just happened.
Oh no! Oh my god! The top of Radion, as I said, it can unsettle the car and it slingshot him right into the wall, and Coach was so lucky not to have been collected by the back of T-Mac because he bounced back so fast. Oh my god, all of that effort, and it's a DNF, it's not even a wing damage, it's taking him out of the race.
It's taking him out of the points because no one's been lapped.
No way.
And this promotes Skins into second place.
Oh, that is.
I mean, Shrimp is actually right behind Skins at the moment, so. I mean, T-Mac's going to be furious.
Oh, no way. All of this is just lining up for Skins to take second place, which is, I mean, considering his strategy, it's really well done. Now, will Shrimp do one of those really crazy late break sessions? No. He's going to take the safe option. He's going to come into third. So, Coach is, of course, your winner in an excellent drive and an unfortunate drive for T-Mac. Skins takes second place, and Shrimp takes up the last place on the podium. Impulse comes across in fourth. His teammate Red Panda will come up in fifth once he exits out of the Sector 3. Oh man, I cannot believe after all of that it comes down to the Toro Rosso punting it into a wall.
Unbelievable. I
mean, that's not to take away from Coach's win. He did an amazing drive, and it's well deserved. But god damn it, I wanted to see that battle all the way to the damn end. And Combat gets the fastest lap there at the end, 1:46.6. Well done, sir.
I mean, he nearly finished 11 seconds behind Red Panda, so maybe if he didn't pit... I don't know.
There are two things to take away from this. One, your race can end like that.
Like that.
And two, Skins came second. We laughed at him, but he came second. I mean, odd pit choices, but on paper...
I'm shocked.
on paper, he's come second. So there he is, standing on the podium. Oh my God. Okay, so congratulations to Coach. What a drive. He gets that first position. Commiserations to T-Mac. Seriously, I feel for you, because that was going to be one of the greatest laps. And instead, he went a little bit too wide up on Radion. The tyres gave out. It shot him left. And he punted it into the wall. We happen to see that from Coach's perspective here on the stream, but I'm sure he'll have a recording for us nonetheless. But yes, good job there to Coach. Good job by Skins to get that second position, and a great drive from Shrimp to take it up in last place on the podium. I feel so bad for you, T-Mac. Oh my God. Not only did you lose the potential first or second, but you don't even get points. Like... That's so bad. God damn.
Yeah.
Alright. Hopefully that's been an interesting race for you guys. I'm Kuno Zero. This has been Banned, and we will catch you on the next one.
Have a good one.
I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in